All right, y'all, let's talk shot placement. I've seen all them little, grids on Facebook on deer shoulders and stuff. And most of y'all are just like, nah, I'm just gonna shoot them in the neck. I'm gonna shoot them in the shoulder, straight through the shoulder. I'm gonna pin them shoulders together. And y'all are wasting so much meat. I mean, you're destroying 2 front shoulders if you shoot them in the shoulder. You're destroying all that good neck meat if you shoot them in the neck. And there just ain't no need for it. You can double lung them. Yeah, they're gonna run. They're gonna go 20, 30 yards. You're gonna have to find them. But they ain't gonna go that far. And you waste no meat. You don't waste the heart, you don't waste the liver normally, you don't waste anything. That is my favorite shot. Shoot them a couple inches behind the shoulder, you don't mess up the shoulders. If you do, you get the very edge of the shoulder so you're not losing much meat there. You punch through the ribs, out the other side, everything's good. The next shot that I would say I would prefer to take is the one where you shoot them straight in the center of the chest, because generally you don't mess up either shoulder. You don't mess up anything but like the very lower bottom part of the neck. You do end up generally losing the heart at that point. That's generally going to drop them every time. But a lot of y'all shot placement is just terrible if you're trying to get a high yield of meat off of the animal. I know, you can't eat them front shoulders. There ain't enough meat on that neck to deal with. Every ounce of meat counts, especially if you're doing it yourself. The processor don't care. I mean, they're going to chop it up, do whatever you tell them to do anyway. Everybody's like, I'll eat the hindquarters and the back straps. Well, you shouldn't be deer hunting in the first place. But to get the highest yield of meat off of these animals, you have got to upgrade where you're shooting these animals. Shoot them through the lungs, let them run, go find them. You're gonna get a higher yield of meat off of them, and it's just all around better. You get more grind, you get more everything, just because you chose to have a better shot placement. So let's improve our shot placement. Quit pinning shoulders together, quit shooting them in the neck. If you can head shoot them, you can do it, go for it, but don't be blowing their lower jaw off and let them run off and starve to death. Okay. Stick with them, a couple inches behind the shoulder. Sometimes they drop, sometimes they run, but your yield of meat will be way higher.